is redistribution station number 3 in Santa Monica, California. The main starring Francis Langford with Spike Jones, the City Slickers, Tony Romano, and I'm Ken Carpenter. And here's Francis.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear a pitter-pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never have a dime of that love and say he's mine, oh mine. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to drag through the shade with those blues on parade, but now I'm not afraid. I'm skipping through clover since this rover walked over and said, if I never have a cent, I'll be twice as rich as Mr. Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side. Don't hide from the sunny side of the street. I like your imitation of Sally, too. But when all the men are out of all the foxholes all over the world, I wonder what the government's going to do with all the equipment the Army and Navy have left over. What do you think, Ken?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about that, Francis. Personally, I think an enterprising salesman could sell a lot of that leftover surplus just by going from house to house and knocking on people's doors.
That's a new slant on the subject. How would that work?
Well, I'll tell you. Suppose you and Tony were an average American couple and I was selling the stuff. I'd knock on your door, and you'd open it and say...
Yes?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Diffenderfer. I'm distributing free samples of surplus war equipment. Here you are, absolutely free of charge.
And what is it?
It's an instantaneous cooker.
Oh, how nice. What was it during the war?
A flamethrower.
A flamethrower? Why, if I tried to make toast with that, the bread would burn to a crisp.
Ah, but this does it faster. Now, if you should need something to scrape the toast, we have a special sale today on bulldozers.
No, thanks. My husband drove a bulldozer through a wall once.
Oh, well, how did that happen?
It bulled when it should have dozed.
What is the trouble, dear?
Good evening, Mr. Diffenderfer. I've been telling the missus about some of our surplus war goods. Could I interest the man of the house in a jet propulsion plane?
No.
No.
No. Well, this plane has great advantages, Mr. D. Mrs. D can yell her head off in the back seat, but her voice can never reach you because this plane travels faster than sound. You see, we finally eliminated back seat driving.
I'll take it.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
I'll do nothing of the kind.
Look, Mrs. Diffenderfer, just think. You could take off from here, and in 2 hours you could be visiting with your family in Cleveland.
I could?
She could?
Absolutely.
This is amazing.
Isn't it?
Yes, my family's in Florida.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, you'll have to excuse me now. My dishes are still in the sink.
Oh, they are? Oh, that's wonderful. Allow me to demonstrate our dishwashing machine, the kind they use at Army bases. It's completely automatic.
This I've got to see. Come right in.
Yeah, come right in.
Well, thank you. Oh, my, you do have a lot of dirty dishes, don't you? But that's perfectly all right. They won't be dirty long. Oh, here, we just put them all in this machine. Now we press the button. I also sell paper plates.
Young man, you'll have to do better than paper plates.
I should say.
All right, by golly, I will.